ramp.
And here's the thing. When you look at Green Devotion, a lot of problems in the heroic matchup because the deck is slow and it's trying to block. Adam, because his deck has a combo kill essentially woven in, which is Xenagos, God of Revels alongside a lot of these threats, especially Atarka, he can win a race against Bant Heroic that Green Devotion typically can't win.
Yep.
So it's not like this is just something that's cute. It's nice and charming to see these cards in action, but there is some merit to what Adam's doing, and I think that his build of the deck is much stronger against heroic-style decks than Green Devotion is.
Well, we're underway here in game number 3 between VanMeter and Bialkowski. Bialkowski going to get in here with his Elvish Mystic. You saw him play Rugged Highlands. That's why he's at 21. VanMeter, a slow start here. No heroic creature just yet, though it appears he did pick up a copy of Favorite Hoplite. He's got a lot of copies of Ordeal of Thassa in hand. So he'll start by playing the Hoplite. Going to get that all set up here momentarily. Bialkowski is looking to ramp into some really large spells. Again, Surrak the Huntcaller, Dragonlord Atarka, Atarka World Render, Xenagos God of Revels. Hey, how about a Thunderbreak Regent? That'll
First
work
dragon,
Yep.
First of many. Combo with Atarka. So it references dragons, and
Yep.
that's a dragon. They're both combos with each other.
They are. I was waiting for you to figure that. I figured you would.
forgot Thunderbreak Regent plus Atarka is a combo, but I forgot that Atarka plus Thunderbreak Regent is also a combo. It's a different one.
And
Still a combo.
Wouldn't it be ironic for Chris VanMeter to get killed by dragons?
This is what you deserve.
I'm doing Stormbreath Dragon check. I don't think there are any here, actually.
Well, he's playing with Xenagos, God of Revels, and Surrak the Huntcaller.
Sure.
So paying full retail for a haste threat doesn't make a lot of sense when you have other effects in the deck that are granting things haste.
Chris is going to cast Disdainful Stroke on that Thunderbreak Regent. Does not want that on the battlefield.
Those are going to be taxed in this matchup. There's a lot of expensive cards in this deck that Adam is playing, and they can all be lethal.
Here's a Defiant Strike. Put a counter there on the Favorite Hoplite. Draw a card. The Gunaban Trailblazer was the draw, but more importantly, here is an Ordeal of Thassa. That'll put another counter on this Favorite Hoplite. VanMeter into the red zone. Gonna draw a couple of cards, deal a healthy amount of damage. 5 to be exact. You've got 3 counters, 1 base power, and then 1 from Defiant Strike. So Bialkowski will take a pretty big hit. But we're gonna go back Adam's way. We want to see something spicy. Chris will finish his turn off by scrying. Adam will very quickly untap and draw. We'll play a Temple of Abandon. Take a look at that top card. It's going to go to the bottom very quickly from the scry. Is there a card like Roast here for Bialkowski? He's got 4 mana. He'll go with Thunderbreak Regent and pass the turn back.
Only 1 copy of Roast in the sideboard. I think Adam's plan for ground-based creature decks is just to overpower them, not focus so much on removal. But that would have been a really good time to have Roast.
Yes. Yes.
With that said, that would have been a good moment to have it.
Time to see what VanMeter can put together here. He's got an Ordeal of Thassa again. Favorite Hoplite gonna get bigger. 2 cards coming. Pretty healthy amount of damage will be dealt here. Bialkowski has no interest in blocking. Chris could also not allow him to block by casting a God's Willing proactively on red.
It feels like if Adam is chump blocking in this spot, that Chris is probably winning the game anyway. I don't know if I would fire off the God's Willing preemptively unless I had another copy.
Yeah, I think he's got multiple copies. So that's why you're going to see this here. It's going to get a counter, and this is going to be 6, 7, 8 points of damage. It actually lines up to be 7 points of damage. Pardon me.
Yeah, well, the second God's Willing, this play is fine.
So not exactly a 2-turn clock, but pretty close. As Bialkowski is going to go down to 9, it appears. And also, when you have a 7 toughness creature on the battlefield, it's hard for a red deck to get that off the table.
Yeah. Now remember, Adam still has a potential combo kill in this spot. See the Unwritten. Gives him a shot to kill out of nowhere.
Yeah,
You find Xenagos, you find Atarka. That's a kill.
Actually true, which is a crazy thing to say.
That's what's dangerous about this deck. A 4-power creature in play, 6 lands. You can die almost no matter what the game looks like if you don't have a removal spell.
I don't think Adam has to see the unwritten right now, unfortunately for him. There's 2 mana. There's a carry added. All you can do is pass the turn back. Smart to leave multiple colored creatures back.
Yeah, I think you can sense if Chris was willing to use a God's Willing last turn, he probably has a second copy.
Yeah.
So he needs to lead back a green blocker and a red blocker.
I think Chris might have 2 more God's Wings in his hand right now, actually. Yep, here's one. You have to imagine the first one's going to start with red.
Yeah, that way if Adam has some weird removal spell in response, you can set the other one to red. Not ideal, but this is the safest place to start.
It's on the upkeep, of course.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it looks like Chris went with green on the first one here.
Maybe there's some sort of fight card or something that I'm not thinking of right now.
Yeah, it feels very corner casey on what Chris is trying to play around here.
Yeah, I guess he's assuming there's no red removal that can touch this. So.
Yeah, if there's any way that I can die. And it looks like that is not the case. 2 God's Wings are going to get the job done. And Chris VanMeter is going to win this match over Adam Bialkowski. Bant Heroic will take care of green-red ramp. And for VanMeter, he moves on to 11-3. And for Bialkowski, he moves down to 11-3. So both these players appear to still be in top 8 contention. And you have to imagine we'll see at least one of them in the feature match area next round.
Yeah, we could be looking at one or even both of these players intentional drawing next round. Again, we'll have a better sense of it when we get the standings and pairings for next round, but both players in great position.
Big win there for Chris, again, with what he's trying to accomplish here on the Season 3 leaderboard.
This is a big one. I mean, Season 3 is going to be tough. He's definitely got a lot of ground to make up right now, but a top 8 here does a lot of work. Clearly a win would be huge.
Yep.
And there's still plenty of open series events left in Season 3. Legacy and DC.